What's good, everybody? It's your man Chef from Off the Dome back in for another video. It's been a long time coming, I know. I've been gone for literally about 6 months. Had a lot to do, but I'm going to start making more videos more consistently. Not going to be as massive as the time before, but I'm going to drop a video here and there. You know, you'll see me around maybe twice, 3 times a month on the channel. But you'll have to get a treat for two today. So, June 11th, everybody's dropping an album. Polo G, who had the massive singer Rap Star, one of the biggest songs of his career, still in the top 20. I don't consider it a flop, because a flop to me will be if your song debut number 1 and it's no longer in the top 20 like, hey, let's call it what it is. You got 6ix9ine Trolls. You got Wants and Needs with Drake. You got, what's the lead single of that one? That's the one with Lil Baby. Number 1, What's Next? That debut number 1 fell out the top 10. And like 2 weeks then, it fell out the top 20. Now I don't think it's on the chart anymore. So, songs like that debut high and then leave the chart immediately, those are flops. BTS Life Goes On debuted number 1, then fell pretty swiftly. Those are what I call flop singles. They're great first week sales singles. Over time, they'll get a couple streams and become a platinum or 2 times platinum. But as everybody knows in these days, being platinum isn't a great achievement, because the way you have to split all the money with the labels, sales are completely gone for a lot of artists. Really, to make true money off of a single these days, you have to go at least 4 to 5 times platinum. And that's no exception. Like, French Montana, Sway Lee's Unforgettable went 9 times platinum. Great, they actually made some money on that song. EXO Tour Life Lil Uzi Vert went 8 times platinum. Great, they're making some money. Because we've seen what happened with the streaming numbers when you're going to go platinum. It's a bunch of streams, but when you have to split between you, the label, and the producers and other people, it's not a lot of money. It's nothing to brag about. Anyway, we got Polo G's Rap Star that's been very successful. He's been hyping up this album for about a month or 2. Really longer than that, but he's been posting pictures, showing the track listing, etc. There's hype around this album. People say he may do 150 to 175K. I think he's going to do 120K, and no disrespect to Polo, but due to these new album bundles been cut out, and album sales not being what they used to be because of the pandemic, and they have to slowly get back to where you're at, I'm saying 120, which isn't a flop at all, because he went from, I believe, 50-some first week with the Die Legend, then the GOAT did 99K first week, so 120,000 first week. That's still great numbers for him, and he's going to do better in the future. He's going to be one of the premier artists of 2020. Also, you have Lil Durk and Lil Baby, who released that album, I think The Voice of Heroes, last week. That's still going to have huge numbers. They're going to probably debut number 1 this week on the next coming chart. And the week afterwards, it's still going to have strong numbers. You have a Gangsta's Pain with Moneybagg Yo still doing strong numbers. J. Cole's album doing strong numbers. You have all these rappers still in the top 10. And the Migos think that dropping Culture 3 is a good idea at this point in time. They've always dropped their studio albums in January, February, and March. They can't compete with these summer months. It's pop artists like Olivia Rodriguez, and you got BTS album still going strong from back to back. 12 Swift re-releases still in the top 10. Yeah, Dua Lipa still doing strong numbers. You got Morgan Wallen still doing good numbers. There's all these albums have to compete with streaming-wise and sales-wise. I hate to say it, nobody's hyped for Culture 3. Look at the posts. Look and see what the posts say. A lot of people aren't hyped for this album. Some people are saying they're going to listen to it, but they're not hyped for it. And if you don't have hype for an album, especially when you delay gratification for 2 or 3 years, it's kind of hard to have those huge numbers. Now, I don't expect them to do 190,000 like they used to do. I don't expect them to do 100K. Me personally, optimistic me, best case scenario, I say they'll do 80K first week. Realistic me says they'll probably do 61. I don't consider anything a flop for them if they do under 50K, I consider it a dud. But I'm going to be fair to them, because these guys, their last big year was 2018. 2019, they had Pure Water with Mustard. I think Offset had Clout with Cardi B. And that was pretty much it. 2020, they tried. They had a couple singles drop and flop. I Needed with Young Boy. I mean, Young Boy helped the song. Let's face it, Young Boy was the reason why that song even charted. And Young Boy, he's a whole different animal. He's an album artist. People love streaming his albums. People love buying his albums. Singles-wise, Young Boy's all over the place. He'll debut fall off the chart, then the YouTube views and make it go gold and platinum. So for YoungBoy to have a song go to number 66 and go gold, that's good for YoungBoy, because we know his album's going to sell. The Migos are singles artists more than album artists, in my opinion. Well, it used to be a combination of both, but in these days, they're kind of taking that French Montana type league where Tiger, French Montana, raps of that ilk, where they're no longer going to be able to push numbers like they used to. So they need to start getting back in the studio and making bona fide hits, because if they don't, there's nothing else really to make a profit off of. And once again, always, it's just opinions of me, Chef from Off the Dome. If they never have another hit album again, if they never have a number one single, top 10 single, it doesn't matter. They're already richer than me, you, and everyone else that we probably know. So obviously falling off isn't the worst thing for them. But just for hip-hop spirit and credit, all the stuff they like to talk, if they don't do decent numbers in this album, it's going to hurt their legacy, I think. Because think about this. Migos, they blew up off of Bad and Bougie. They had a couple of other singles before that, but it was looking like they were never going to really blow up and be as big as they became. So it's already a blessing they became as big as they became. Culture One did great numbers. One of the best songs of the year, Bad and Bougie, T-shirt. What's the other one? Slippery, they had that on the album. Then they had other singles people like Kelly Price, etc. Okay, cool. Culture 2 dropped, way more successful. Cardi B and Offset relationship at this point was being exploited. And, Cardi B was huge at that point. And they had Motorsport with Nicki and Cardi, big numbers. They had Stir Fry, decent numbers. They had Walk Like I Talk with Drake, big numbers. Narcos, the Netflix original series theme song. That's the first two. But it was an oversaturation of the Migos. People were starting to realize that's the same song. And the pandemic helped them out because they didn't release Culture 3 last year, because if they would have, I think they would have pretty much committed career suicide. But now, even making it 2 years out from when they say they're going to drop it, it seems like this is a fool's decision. It seems like nobody wants it. So all we can do is look at the numbers. All we can do is see and listen to it. I'm going to go ahead and scream this out. I'm going to go ahead and listen to it. I'm going to see if I like it. I like most Migos songs, but I have to admit, there's no real reason to listen to a Migos album, because it does become a playlist of the same song. It's not an actual album. It becomes a playlist, a turn-up playlist. And me, for one, if you're not looking to turn up all the time, there's no reason to really listen to Migos. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's the return to Chef from Off the Dome. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.